What it do? It's your boy DJ DeePoise with my man DJ Buka and JC. Side Hustle Radio's back. This week we welcome Senor Kaos and Illastrate on the show. You'll never believe where they come from. Real hip hop to its extent, baby. Let's go. This is Side Hustle Radio Worldwide.
So I was saying, like, being a solo artist, like, you got two groups. Like, how did that?
Yeah. I was just saying, man, it's these are the brothers that I work with the most, so it just made sense. Like, me and Four is my guy that I worked with for years on the MC side. Illa, before this project, we did another project together called the Kaos Effect, which came out previous. So, these are just the brothers that I work with the most, man. These are my guys, and we got that chemistry, that sound, that vibe. So it just kind of came together organic.
I figured it did, but I'm hip to all y'all. Four Eyes is the other one. He's an archery. Y'all collab so much. Why didn't all three of y'all just come together and make?
Hey, man, it's
we got some jokes.
Yeah, I know y'all do. It's already like that, man. Every project that we drop, man, all three of us are featured on. Going back to United, the solo album, my project Rush the Court, which Illa got, several joints on as well. So any project you hear from us, you hear Illastrate on the production side.
I love it, man. I love it. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all a breath of fresh air. For me, I mean, a lot of people don't know about Atlanta's underground hip hop scene, how bubbling and how dope it is, and what y'all there with the ratchet capitalness of the world. I mean, how do y'all like fit in or whatever? I know, like, sometimes people probably be like, "What do you do?" And you might say, "Well, I'm an MC," and they was like, "Oh, let me hear something," thinking that you're gonna be what's on the radio, and then you probably give them a nice surprise.
Yeah. It's Atlanta's an interesting place because we our biggest export is trap music, which has been a cultural force for hip hop the past 13, 14 years now. But there's always been a sense of hip hop here. Whether you go back to Kaos in the early '90s, Goody Mob. To the birth of what you call the true underground, the mass influence, Micronauts and all those guys. So it's always been that here, and there's a lot of transplants here, man. We got a lot of folks from New York and Chicago and Philly and all of these other places. So it's a lot of heads that are out here, and that they want to hear what we make as well. It's just nationwide. I say when people think of Atlanta, they just all they gonna know is that trap and that other sounds. But it's a lot about Atlanta people don't know, and that's what we here to expose.
Definitely. And one more thing I love about y'all is that y'all got bars and drop bars and everything, but still drop a message and have that sense of consciousness. Like, how does that happen? Because y'all got hella bars. Like, I know you was in corporate America and you had a line about owning, Nike stock or whatever, and Phil, whatever the dude's name is, Phil something, got to give you more money. But y'all drop bars, but y'all drop messages too. Like, is that intentional?
Always, man. We grown. We got a responsibility to share knowledge once we get it. Each one teach one.
Yo, I was listening to the album today, man, and there's a couple tracks, man, that kind of made me, say, "Oh wow," jump up and say, "This is it right here." Like BTR.
Oh man, that's my favorite. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Better way.
Better way. That's one of my favorites.
And the 97 Lucci.
97 Lucci.
Yeah.
Lucchini, yeah. You took that classic Camp Low and flipped it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dope one.
and KOD.
I like Stupid Moves. Stupid Moves is crazy.
Right.
Appreciate
That
y'all.
remind me of that little George Benson sample in there that Common used, but it might not be. But I'm just saying it sound like it.
Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. He said, yeah, but hey, that's crazy though. Stupid Moves is, I don't know. Stupid Moves and BTR probably I don't know. I like so many, but them two is probably the top two. Yeah, I told SK I was at the gym just vibing to it like my whole session, an hour and a half. I was in there just vibing to it, rewinding joints, really listening to the words, the production. Like it's a dope, solid project, man. Much respect, man.
Thank you.
Thank y'all, man.
Appreciate that, man.
That's what we want to hear too, man. That's the energy that we put into it for, folks to go back and catch lines. And Illa's a monster on the production, so it's like
monster.
It's so many layers, so many layers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Ain't about what you doing when they looking. It's about what we doing when we cooking. Unseen. On another one.
I'm confident, even when I get no compliments. I got accomplishments, don't speak on my accomplices. Peep how we creeping up, keeping up the pace, while janitors are sweeping up, deeping up the bass. Cause you amateurs are speaking up. Check the way I conduct, erupt like coaches on the court screaming D 'em up. But can't nobody check me, I'm on edge like a refugee, prophesizing cause the message deep still. I give the city all the breath in my lungs. From here to Milano, I'ma always rep for the slums. Everybody wanna talk fashion shit. How many hats they split? Your management is taxing it. You owning less than half of it. The plans you have for beef, I see you scrapping it. Cause your stats on your best days, see I average it. It takes green to make things peachy with no PR. Hustling CDRs on Peachtree. I'm on one.
Yeah, is you on one? My man Kaos, we on one. Huh? And when I'm on one, they know we on one. So is you on one? Cause we on one. And when I'm on one.
When you say you in Atlanta and somebody in New York says, nah, I mean, how do y'all react to that? Like, did they believe you, or do y'all feel like, because, we expect the trap, the skirt, and the 808s and the repetitive verses. And, So, I mean, how do people react to it?
For me, it's like I said earlier, man. It's I say it's the same way you react to J. Cole. It's the same way you react to Jay Electronica, who's from New Orleans. You know what I mean? It's hip hop in the South. It's people that appreciate a sound and a vibe. Me and Illa both got up north roots. I came here as a kid. He came here later, but we both were transplants who came down here at some point to Atlanta. But I don't know, man. I think it's a thing we get a lot. For me, I don't really think about it. I was raised there, but I was probably raised on the same music that you were raised on, right? Just 90s hip hop, Biggie, Wu-Tang, Nas, Tupac, raised on all of that. So I wasn't raised on D4L, and I think folks you gotta realize we grown. So we was raised on the same quality of hip hop that anybody else was from anywhere else, and that's what we make.
So if you could listen to one,
yes, sir.
Bad,
Go ahead, Fred.
If you could only listen to one decade of hip hop, what would that be, man?
10-year span, I would say 87 to 97. If I only had one.
Okay. That's a good. That's
87
good.
87 to 97. That covers a lot right there.
They said 88 was the year of hip hop, though.
88, 89.
The 88,
I say,
89.
86, I would say, but then, if I was to pick a top, because I still like that. I still like a lot of that stuff that came out at the end of the 90s. When you had Nori and, people like that coming out, I still like that. But I would say 87 so I could keep my Canes and EPMDs and still have my, Nories and Foxy Browns at the end of that. You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah, I'll say 87, 97.
Go ahead, Boo. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Nah, what about SK? What would you say, SK?
Man, I can't answer that question after Illa just obliterated. He gave perfect answer. Like, what I'm gonna say after that?
He just obliterated it. He just obliterated
answer is like, it's Rakim and KRS, it's Slick Rick.
Yeah, okay.
The start of that era in '97, like it's like Locks and Wu-Tang Forever, and
yeah, you get the whole foundation of what we rocking on now. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So you mentioned some of those people. Like who are some of your top MCs or inspirations? SK, you think?
Man, it's a lot, to be honest, man. It's a whole lot. I mean, from Lord Finesse to Big L to Nas to Jay to Common. I mean, the list, Black Thought, like the list is long and vast, man. To be honest, like it's not even like about a person to me, because it's like I appreciate so much music by so many people, individuals and groups. So it's always tough for me when people ask that question, like, yo, who's on your tops? It's like, man, what year we talking about? Like right now, like, becoming MC, like saying it's my tops. Like there's so many different people that I put, in different places. But I'm just blessed to just kind of come from the era that I've been able to come from, that we've been able to come from, right? Just growing up with just so much incredible music. I was just on Twitter before I jumped on the call, and Jay Force was talking about, he's like, man, so many, talking about young kids now that are 15, 16, and we always give them that pass, like, oh, they're young, they're not supposed to be good. But a lot of the folks we came up with, whether LL and Nas and De La Soul, these guys were 17, 18, 19 years old, putting out masterpieces. But we don't hold, kids to that same merit these days. So I'm just blessed to come from, the era and the time that I was able to come up in.
Dope. And I first got hip to you, and I met you probably in 2008, 2009. You had the Blazing song that was, oh my God, Automatic Classic. That stayed on rewind price still to this day. Like that joint is fire. But at the same time, I know like you disappeared for a minute from the scene. And then what happened during that time? Was you like in corporate America but still rocking, or what was going on during that period?
I had to go get some money, my brother.
I dig it. I feel it. He said I had to go get some money, my brother. I dig it, man. But like I told you in the beginning of the call, I'm so glad you're back. Breath of fresh air, bars never left. You know what I'm saying? Illa on the beats, dope. Like Illa, who's some of your inspiration, like producer wise? Who do you mess with and think dope?
Marley, RZA, Warren G, DJ Scratch, No ID, Dr. Dre. Man, so many, man. Like Kaos said, it's like pick the era. You know what I'm saying? I always gotta somebody that I'm listening to. Like even people that come up that's kind of my age or younger than me, I'm still kind of watching. What people are doing, and still, my same formula. If it's something I like, I twist it up, put it in my mix. You know what I'm saying? I heard B.B. King say that a long time ago. If you admire an artist, pinch off a little bit of what they got, but put your stank on it. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
Student, you know what I'm saying? I've always been a student. I'm still a student. Still go back and listen to the old cuts, and I'm still always getting inspired by different producers and seeing where they can take things. So, but that core 90s producers, that Mount Rushmore of producers, the Primo, Pete Rock. Pete Rock is probably like my number one. If you listen to the King of Vice album, you can hear that more than anything. That's like one of my biggest influences. But
salute, because Pete Rock, Premier is probably one of my favorites. Myself and Jay Rawls always go at it. He's a Dilla head, and I'm a Primo head. So Dilla still is phenomenal, but it's just something about Primo. I can't put my finger on it, man. Just the way he chops the little itty bitty pieces he makes to make records. Like, I mean, me and Ross was in the car the other day listening to something. I had a little mix on that had some Primo stuff, and I was like, it's just that small piece. With that small piece, you know it's got to be Primo. You feel me? But it was rocking, man. But it was
the original
rocking.
Tear the Club Up. He was the original Tear the Club Up. He still make niggas right now. Yeah.
You already know. What's your shit? The wig. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I heard Royce-da-Five 9, my bad, say that he is not boom bap. And I talked with Buka about this for a minute. We touched on a little bit, but we didn't know what to describe boom bap really as. Is it the beat? Is it the snares? Is it a style? Because I guess he said that he didn't want to be called boom bap because it put him in an era. But I don't really see it as an era. I see it as a certain style of music. Like we have trap, we got all these other little styles that the militant rap, or So I mean, I'm just what are you guys' thought on the word boom bap and being put as a category or a style?
I'm gonna let Ella hit that one.
I can see how someone would not want to be pushed in a box of anything, boom bap, trap. I can see if you're an artist and you have a wide span of music that you're a fan of and you're inspired by, I can definitely see why that could be kind of like a bad taste. When I hear boom bap, I mean, I'm not bothered by it. I wouldn't consider myself just a boom bap producer for sure, but I'm not bothered by it when people do say that, because I get that a lot. Like, you're a boom bap producer, but I don't consider myself a boom bap because I don't go into it with that approach. I kind of go into it with more of an approach of like what I like to hear. And I don't just listen to boom bap, but I do understand why people use that term and how they use it and when they use it. I understand that. And I can see a rapper of Royce's, stature not wanting to be boxed into that. Just like I can see an artist like T.I. not wanting to be just considered a trap rapper. Even though he does trap music, I can see why he wouldn't want to be pushed in that box. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like semantics to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think if you want to be in that box, fine. If you don't, but you still make that type of music. And you can't get upset or anything when somebody labels it that. You just got to take it. You know what I mean? Like, cause it is what it is. You rapping off big drums, people gonna automatically say boom bap, just like people say conscious rappers if you rap about anything outside of the hood. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything to say, they'll label you a conscious rapper, and I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I do understand why people say I'm not just a conscious rapper. So I kind of get both ends of that.
Wow. So would y'all work with a trap artist? Would y'all rock with a trap artist like I guess I would say like a T.I.
I rock with like I said, I don't think they're trap, but if you take them outside of the people that I normally work with, you would call them trap artists. There's a group called Civil Rights that I work with out of Atlanta, and they don't consider themselves trap artists. They told me they're not hip-hop artists. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's all semantics, man. Like I think people just don't want to be in any kind of box. And I think that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, somebody's gonna label you something. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I work with them, and when I work with them, I don't look at myself like I'm working with trap artists, but they'll do the double time rhymes, they talk their hood shit and all of that. So, I get why people would say that, but I don't look at it like that. Just because I listen to so much, I never sit and say I'm listening to trap. I just listen to whatever. I'm trying to see who's the next dude, or why everybody's saying he's dope, why everybody listens to this. I might like it, I might not. But like I said, I think hip hop plays off a lot of semantics a lot of times.
It can't just be hip hop no more.
Yeah, and that's with me. If you're rapping over a beat, it's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
whatever y'all calling it, is what y'all calling it, but it's hip hop for me. It's rap music.
I don't know,
Yeah, it's
man.
kinda
'Cause
wild.
some of the dopest beats. Okay, like Wayne. When Wayne do stuff with Swiss,
Mm-hmm.
killer. When T.I. did some stuff with Swiss, dope. So I don't know, man. I think their stuff be doper with like a Swiss or a New York per se hip hop producer than it is with actually a trap producer per se.
Yeah,
No.
no, I agree, and the reason why I agree with you is because I think a lot of times when people are rapping over trap beats, it automatically puts them in a box to only rap this way, and only have the hooks do this, and only have the hooks do that. They can't really get their rocks off, like versus just rapping over a beat with open drums and sample bass line. You could kind of do more. I feel like it doesn't force you to hey, like it doesn't force you to do a certain type of, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but y'all both right. But I think T.I. has a good chemistry with Toomp too. Like Toomp and him have good chemistry. Yeah, Toomp is a monster out of the A.T.L. So Toomp,
I agree.
He been around since the MC Shadi days. You know what I'm saying? So that might be before y'all time. I'm old.
Nah, I was bumping something with HID.
Okay, but yeah, you hit the MC Shadi. Okay. Yeah, definitely one of the pioneers down south in the Atlanta scene who don't get the credit he deserves. So salute, shout out MC Shadi, man. DJ Man cuts it up one time,
Facts.
And what else? You got anything else in the woodworks, SK? Stuff going on, maybe a solo album or something?
Always working on something. Right now it is a new Ultra Beast project, new group project on myself and 4 Eyes is already cooking on. Me and Illa, putting some work in on King's Advice Volume 2.
Word.
Yeah,
Already.
And, yeah.
Yeah, y'all ain't wasting no time with the follow-up.
Nah.
Can't waste no time, man. Yeah, can't waste no time. Gotta go in. As a label, we got a project coming from number 2, who's been on all of the Ultra Beat projects. He was on 4 Eyes album, 4 Eyes Little Bro. He has an album coming out, which is going to be very crazy, touching on some subjects that's going on out here in America, in the world, men and women relations. So, it's excited for this year, man, and had an opportunity to be here and put out music and work with some amazing people, and have folks like y'all who are receiving it and sharing it with other people in their areas and around the world via online, and just excited to continue to grow this community, man, and grow the sound in this audience.
Yeah, y'all definitely got some heavy hitters on there. Y'all got Bug Brown on there. Salute Bug Brown, my man. Soup ain't on this one. Soup is on the last one with Archer Beats, right? Yeah. That was one of my favorite songs off of that joint too. So just go ahead and plug it. If y'all ain't hit to the Archer Beats or don't got that, go ahead and get that one too. It's another dope project too. So they putting it down, man. Follow these brothers, man. Illustrate, SK. They holding it down, doing dope things, big moves. Where can people follow y'all at, or let us know what both of y'all got coming up? You mentioned it briefly, SK, but what else? Just plug whatever y'all want to plug, and and so the people will come and support y'all, man.
Go for it.
All right, you can follow me on Instagram, Illastrate, ILLASTRATE _ on Instagram, and my Bandcamp, illustrate.bandcamp.com. I just put up some older projects, some instrumentals to some older albums up there, so be looking out for the King's Advice instrumental upload soon. And also I do a series called Sunday Bootlegs, where I'm putting out singles, basically maxi singles of songs that didn't make any albums that I'm putting out, and got one coming up with Kaos maybe in the next week or so. That'll be volume 6, so that'll be up. But check the Bandcamp to get news on that.
Dope.
Yeah, make sure y'all go listen to them beats, man. They crazy.
I already know. If people wanted to like
crazy.
get at you for some production, you got an email or something you want to maybe share with the people if they.
Yeah, they hit me up on IG. Just DM my IG. Like I said, it's at Illastrate _ Just hit me up there. Follow me there.
Word up. Thank you for that, man. Hopefully,
I appreciate y'all, man.
Hopefully, this interview will open some doors and people gonna be blowing you up, man, for them Illustrate beats.
Cool. Tell them to get their pocketbooks ready.
Yeah. Hey, we definitely gotta mention that. Ain't nothing for free. You feel me? Ain't nothing for free. So, yeah.
Hey,
you got anything else, DeePoise?
Yeah. Just to let folks know, man, we got a commercial running right now on NBA TV. We did an Ultra Beast album called Rush to Court. NBA TV licensed one of the songs that's on there, and we remixed it. So if you've been watching the games for the past couple of weeks, you might have seen us on that joint. It'll be running for a couple more months as well. So UltraBeastUnited.com is our website. That's the home, the hub, the place to catch us. Social Ultra Beast United on Instagram, and if you're looking for me, I'm Senor Kaos, Kaos on IG, and the Chaos Effect on Facebook. Yeah, that's about it.
Salute. That's a good look for that NBA joint. That Rush to Court project is, like I said, it's a nice one. So congrats.
Yes,
on that.
Lord.
Yes. Tell Four Eyes I said congrats. I don't know if I met Four Eyes either. I'm sure I have, man. But we all run in the same circle, so if not, I'll be down there. That's my second home, so I'm trying to get down there now. You feel me?
No, I'm sure y'all cross paths, man, on one of them A3Cs or something like that. You was out here regularly.
Yeah, I that's my second home. I'm trying to get down there and do some digging now. Like trying to set it up to get down there and steal some records from Illustrate or something. Get down there and hit them record stores.
Word.
Yeah, because your boy
they
always
open.
be on me.
Yeah, I said Atlanta open.
They open.
Oh, I already know. Believe me, I know. I'm trying to get down there. A lot of spots ain't really been open. I've been like moving around for my job, and I try to hit record stores. Like I was heavy in Michigan, and they record stores, only a couple of them open, and I'm like, man, I killed them. I pretty much bought them out. So I'm an addict, man. I'm just an addict addicted to music, man. So I love you guys. I love what y'all doing, man. Continued success, and keep making that dope shit for us, man. Please.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate this.
2 questions. They're short questions. It's a this or that questions. You pick one or the other, and you just give a little quick reason why you would pick one or the other.
All right.
Eye for eye or turn the other cheek?
Eye for eye.
Eye for eye.
You don't turn no cheek.
It
You
depends.
want to elaborate?
I'm
You said eye for eye.
To be safe, I'm gonna say eye for eye.
Yeah.
You don't want to say nothing else, huh?
Man, wise man told me you turn the other cheek, they can slap that one too. So now
I heard that one before. Hey, I heard that one before. Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna be safe.
Another cheek, they gonna slap the other one.
they gonna slap that one too. I ain't trying to get both cheeks slapped now.
Vintage or modern? Yeah. Modern. I can't even speak like that.
Vintage or modern?
Yeah.
What was that one?
What you got, Ella?
Hold on. It was breaking up.
He said vintage or modern?
I still can't hear you.
Vintage or modern?
Vintage or modern?
Vintage or modern? I'm gonna go with vintage just because now everything they make modern, they trying to make it vintage. So
fact,
man.
I like it.
I was on the same way, man. It's like new stuff is made too fast. It's made cheaply, and a lot of the inspiration is coming from older things. So yeah, I'm on vintage as well.
And I agree with them. I wasn't asked the question, but I'm agree with them because I noticed the music. Like sometimes if I'm listening like to the radio or something, or if I'm, whatever reason I might be checking out the radio, I'm noticing that a lot of songs that was already hits, like people are redoing those songs. Like Latifah, Just Another Day. I don't know if y'all know the sample, but I know the sample. But somebody just remade that and singing over it. And when did she come out? In the late 90s with that joint? 91? Something like that? And that
early, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that's old is new again, man.
I don't know if they use hers or the original sample or everything. Wow. Everything is old is new again. So I'm with them when I say vintage. Straight up like that.
I got one last question, man. One last question. Spontaneous or planner?
Probably more planner for me.
Planner.
Yeah, I think it's more planner for me. I don't know, man. I'm a tactician. I like to, know what I'm doing, how I'm doing, where I'm going. And make sure you don't waste no time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say planner.
So
yeah, that was good.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
I got one more thing for y'all. I've seen some. I was searching for YouTube because we show videos and stuff too. Do y'all have any videos on YouTube, or is it just like on your Facebook or something? Because I couldn't find any links. So
nah, we do. You can go to Ultra Beast United on YouTube. That's our page. We got at least 5 of them up there right now. The joint you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I saw Better Days up there.
We did a video. We just did a video for this album, for the Kings of Ice album. We got a video for the song called 4-1. So that's out right now as well. So yeah, if you on YouTube, Ultra Beast United, hit that subscribe so every time we drop a video, you catch that joint.
Word up, we got it. All right, thank y'all so much for y'all's time, man. Like I said, we love y'all.
Thank y'all, man.
Keep killing them. Looking forward to part 2. But even though I'm not done with part 1, looking forward to part 2.
It's coming, man. Appreciate it, man.
Senor
Thank y'all
Kaos,
so much.
Illastrate. Kings of Ice out now. Go check that thing out, man. Peace.
Go get that. Buy 2, buy 3, buy 10. Peace. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the page. Each and every week, HustleBrand TV, Side Hustle Radio worldwide, on your local radio affiliates. It's always hot. Yeah. All right. Holla.